Hello dear students. In our previous lecture, we learned about Bhandi Bazar Gharana. Bhandi Bazar Gharana Gaiki is highly cultivated and rich musical tradition. It is not as well known as some other gharanas, but it has survived the test of time and has flourished over the years. Let's revise some characteristics of this gharana and then we will proceed for our next topic, Bakhle Parampara and its pioneer. First, the characteristics of Bhandi Bazar Gharana. I will share the screen of the main points of characteristics. Okay. We will revise it, only highlight the points. Look at the screen. Important features of Bhandi Bazar Gharana. Number 1. The students are encouraged to sing in a natural voice. No acquired texture variations are imposed on it. Means natural flow of voice. Number 2. Emphasis is laid on a natural, resonant and akar yukta voice with an easy reach in the 3 octaves. Number 3. This gaiki is originally influenced by the music produced on the bean or veena. Number 4. Use of means glide, grace notes, volume variations are some of the important features of this gaiki. Number 5. Vowel sounds are used effectively in this gharana. Not only a but other vowel sounds taken from the words of the bandish are used during rag elaboration. Number 6. Apart from the usual speedy tanas, Matti Tan is a speciality of Bhandi Bazar Gharana. So, these are the important features of Bhandi Bazar Gharana. Student, revise it once. Okay. Yes. Now we will proceed for our next chapter, Bakhle Parampara and its pioneer. Bakhle Parampara and its pioneer. Here Bakhle means Pandit Bhaskar Bua Bakhle. Yes. Bhaskar Bua Bakhle was one of the first vocalists to receive traditional training from multiple gharana systems. Since the start of the 17th century, Hindustani classical music had become a stronghold of Muslim musicians. And Balakrishna Bua Ichalkaranjikar around 1842-1926 was one of the few Hindu vocalists to earn fame at it in 19th century. He toured and taught extensively in the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Karnataka. The next generation of Hindu musicians from these states included Bhaskar Bua Bakhle, Vishnu Digambar Paluskar, Ramakrishna Bua Wazhe, Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande, who did much to liberate the teaching and dissemination of classical music and to create an honorable social status for professional musicians. So, in this moment, Bakhle Bua introduced radical reforms in the teaching methodology or in organization aspects of this movement. So, the Bhaskar Bua Bakhle is one of the first Hindustani singers trained under the multiple gharana or various gharanas. He was a major voice in the classical music that originated in Western India during the turn of the 20th century. Bhaskar Bua Bakhle went on to receive tutelage from several other musicians in the Gwalior, Agra and Jaipur Atrauli Gharana, which shaped him to be one of the first musicians or receive traditional training from multiple gharanas. He gained his musical knowledge from various well-known gharana, gurus, and able to develop his different own style of singing that is called Bakhle Parampara. Here Parampara means tradition. Bakhle Bua was also connected with Sangeet Natak Mandali means musical drama in Maharashtra as well as other states in India. We will discuss all these points in detail afterwards. For now, we will understand his life, means short biography, then his contribution in musical drama and Hindustani classical music, his disciples and his singing gurus, etc. His life. Pandit Bhaskar Raghunath Bakhle is also known as Bhaskar Rao or Bhaskar Bua Bakhle in musical field. In 17 October 1869 to 8 April 1922. Bhaskar Bua Bakhle was a Hindustani classical vocalist, a composer and a best guru or music teacher. He was born in Karadhe Brahman family in Kathor, a village in Gujarat, India. I will share the screen of his multiple Gharana Guru. Okay. Yes. Ha. Name of the gurus of Bhaskar Bua Bakhle from different gharanas. We will discuss in brief now. Number 1, Vishnu Bua Pingle. Sorry, spelling mistake. That is Pingle. Maula Baksh, Ustad Bande Ali Khan, Ustad Faiz Mohammad Khan, Ustad Nathan Khan, Ustad Alladiya Khan, Ustad Nathan Khan, and Ustad Rahmat Khan. His early training was in Dhrupad and Kirtan from Pandit Vishnu Bua Pingle in Vadodara. The royal family of Vadodara arranged for musical lessons in the school run by its court musician Maula Baksh. He then became a child artist at Kirloskar Natak Mandali, a musical theatre of Anna Sahib Kirloskar, where he had the Ganda Bandhan ceremony with Ustad Bande Ali Khan Sahib. Bande Ali Khan Sahib is a Rudra Veena performer from Kirana employed by the court of Indore. Then Ustad Faiz Muhammad Khan of Gwalior Gharana taught him in Vadodara 1886 to 1897 and then recommended further training from Ustad Nathan Khan of Agra Gharana. Means he got training from Gwalior, Agra, Jaipur and many other gharanas. In 1899, Nathan Khan recommended further training from Ustad Alladiya Khan, the founder of Jaipur Atravali Gharana and a court musician of Kolhapur, here Jaipur Gharana. Starting year 1901, Bakhle Bua learned from Alladiya Khan, his brother Haider Khan and his nephew Nathan Khan also. Bakhle Bua learned from Ustad Alladiya Khan till his own death. Okay, then Bhaskar Bua Bakhle was influenced by the style of Ustad Rahmat Khan in 1856 to 1922, the younger son of Ustad Haddu Khan of Gwalior Gharana. Again Gwalior. Means he got a training from these gurus from different or various gharanas. We will proceed for our next point, his performances and musical work. Okay. His musical work and performances. During 1883 to 1885, Bakhle Bua performed as a child artist in the stage play of Kirloskar Natak Mandali. where Bhavrav Kolatkar, Moroba Vagholikar and Balkoba Natekar earned much fame as singer of light classical stage songs. Means नाट्य संगीत और नाट्य गीत in Marathi. He started means Bakhle Bua started his career with the music dramas. In music dramas, he performed in music dramas and sing various Natya Gita, Natya Pada. After completing his training in classical music, Bakhle Bua returned as a classical vocalist in 1899 or so on. During 1897 to 1901, survived as a professor of music at a training college in Dharwad. Starting in 1901, he was based in Mumbai and Pune but performed throughout India and Nepal. He was honorably titled Dev Gandharva, means God among celestial musicians, means Dev Gandharva. He had a great treasure of Drupad and Dhamas in his pocket, but he rarely performed those in public. His typical recital comprised Khyal Ragas and an instrument of Dadra, Tappa, Thumri, Bhajan songs from Marathi stage plays and traditional Marathi light classical forms. One more honorable work in his career is as the music director of Kirloskar Natak Mandali and afterwards of Gandharva Natak Mandali. We will listen now one his composition from Sangit Swayamvar. The song is Naravara Krishna Sama, composed by Pandit Bhaskar Bua Bakhle. It is based on classical music. Singer is Madhuvanti Dandekar. composition. Aha. The variations of the words of this song. Singer should know the classical music. It is melodious, harmonious, and also a good composition. See the taan. This Natyapad Vistar is based on classical. Singer can choose different ragas while establish this song. But at the end, singer should become the original line, sing original line. This is the main thing of Natyapad or Natyageet. You can concentrate on the composition, the tune. Only 4 or 5 lines are there, but see the expansion of this song. Bakhle was most of the compositions based on classical music, but still it have a good melody and emotions also. Aha. Wow, what a melodious song, and what a nice composition. Yes, great performance. I really forget what is our next point. Okay, now proceed for next. Ha. We are talking about uh, the composition and yes, composition on Sangeet Swayambar, which is sung by Madhuvanti Dandekar. Now, the next point, Govind Rao Tembe, well-known harmonium player and composer, benefited from Bakhle Bua's advisement in composing music for the stage play Sangeet Mana. Bhaskar Bua composed music for new Marathi musical theatre stage plays such as Sangeet Vidyaharan, Sangeet Swayamvar in 1916 and Sangeet Draupadi in 1920 by adopting compositions from classical Hindustani music. We had just listened this Natya Geet Naravara Krishna Sama is based on classical Hindustani classical music. These compositions continue to be performed on stage and in Hindustani classical recitals. Several musicians, including Kumar Gandharva, Vasantrao Deshpande, and Anand Bhate, have released recordings presenting their interpretation of Bal Gandharva's renditions of these compositions. Bakhle Bua taught and mentored Bal Gandharva from 1906 until his own death. He also brought Ahmad Jan Thirkava, a best tabla artist, to Gandharva Natak Mandali as its tabla maestro. Bakhle Bua started Bharat Gayan Samaj, an institute to teach music in Pune. The institute had its in Pune. Now share the screen of his disciples. Okay. Yes. Now, disciples of Bhaskar Bua Bakhle. Here are the names. Bal Gandharva, Tarabai Shirodekar. Number 3, Dattatray Pagalgotkar. Number 4, Baburao Ketkar. Number 5, Master Krishnarao Fulambrikar. Number 6, Narahar Patankar. Number 7, Gundopant Valwalekar. Number 8, Ganpat Purohit. Number 9, Harishchandra Bali. Number 10, Bhailal Amritsari. Number 11, Dilip Chandra Vedi. Number 12, Ganesh Ramchandra Behre. Number 13, Kesarbai Kerkar. Number 14, Vilayat Hussain Khan. We will discuss of this disciple in brief now. Okay. Bhaskar Bua Bakhle has learnt different style and different forms of singing from various gharanas and gurus. Because of this, many artists from various fields of music had taken guidance from Bhaskar Bua Bakhle. Disciples too received Bakhle Bua's full formal training where Bal Gandharva, Tarabai Shirodekar, Dattatray Bagalkotkar, Bapurao Ketkar and Master Krishnarao Fulambrikar. He also taught others including Narahar Patankar, Gundopant Valwalekar, Ganpat Purohit, Harishchandra Bali, Bhailal Amritsari and Dilip Chandra Vedi. He also taught Ganesh Ramchandra Behre, a disciple of Abdul Karim Khan, for 1 year, and Kesarbai Kerkar for 10 months and Vilayat Hussain Khan on a limited basis. These all disciples from different gharanas become a well-known artists in Hindustani classical and semi-classical music. Though Bakhle Bua contributed a lot in the field of Hindustani music, unfortunately, none of his recordings are available. This is a very big tragedy for all of us in music field. No trace of his style or musical approaches exists today, apart from what can be discerned from his semi-classical compositions for stage plays. Many articles, books were published after his death. Many conferences and seminars conducted in well-known universities and institutes. It is also after his death. At the end, we can say Bhaskar Bua Bakhle was one of the first vocalists to receive traditional training from multiple gharana system. Not only in Hindustani classical khayal singing, but also semi-classical forms of singing, Natya Geet, and as a composer and a music guru, he created his own style of singing that is called Bhaskar Bua Bakhle Parampara, his own tradition of singing. So, at the end of this lecture, we will listen his one of the best composition, Mama Atma Gamla, sung by Kumar Gandharva. Kumar Gandharva. His composition is based on classical music, so many classical artists had been chose his Natya Pada in their mehfil or concert. The use of taan in his composition. Improvisation with the words and the swar combination. Aha. See the alap and tans, murki, gamak. These are the main classical features. Antra. We can understand Bakhle style through these songs. How difficult is it? And it is very tough while singing. But still it is full of melody and aesthetic sense. Wow, very nice. Okay, what a melodious composition was this. Okay, uh, from let's stop here for today. Here we completed our unit number 6. We cover all the points of significance of Gharana, right from Gwalior to Bakhle Parampara. Means Gwalior, Agra, Kirana, Jaipur, then Patiala, Bhendi Bazaar, and Bakhle Parampara. Now we will start unit number 7 in our next lecture. So bye for now. We will meet soon. Tata. Bye.